Are you struggling to land your dream job despite having all the right skills? Do you find yourself facing rejection after rejection, wondering what you're doing wrong? Well, you're not alone. In fact, more than 70% of resumes end up in the reject pile during the initial screening process. But don't worry, because today we're going to tackle one of the biggest hurdles in the job search process: writing an ats-friendly resume. In today's competitive job market, your resume is often your first and only chance to make a lasting impression on a potential employer. That's why it's crucial to pay attention to every detail and invest quality time in crafting a standout resume. But here's the thing, recruiters aren't nitpicking for no reason. Just imagine yourself in their shoes. Would you invest your time and resources in someone who can't even be bothered to spell check or proofread their own resume? Probably not. So, what can you do to ensure your resume stands out from the rest? Well, that's where ATS, Applicant Tracking System, comes into play. These software programs are used by employers to scan and filter resumes based on specific keywords and criteria. And if your resume doesn't pass the initial scan, it's game over before you even have a chance. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll walk you through everything you need to know to create an ATS-friendly resume that gets noticed for all the right reasons. So if you're being overlooked and ready to take your job search to the next level, you're in the right place. If you stick till the end of this video, I'll mention some popular resume score checker services. So stay tuned and let's get started on crafting a resume that gets results. But before we start with our video, make sure to subscribe to Upgrad's YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any updates coming from us. Now, for those of you who don't know what an ATS is a software used by employers to filter and manage job applications. It scans your resume for words and phrases relevant to the job posting. Many ATS can only read simple text and will skip over content placed in tables, columns, header, footers, images, charts, or other graphics. When choosing or creating an ATS resume template, avoid any formatting objects that may result in an ATS not reading all of your information. And speaking of fonts, choose simple fonts that are easy to read, such as Arial, Calibri, Cambria, Garamond, and Georgia. The font size should be between 10 and 12 points, depending on the amount of content you have and the style you select. The first step is to carefully read the job description and identify keywords that match your skills and experience. A well-structured resume typically includes 8 sections, that is, your contact information, professional summary, key skills, work experience or internship in case of freshers, projects, education, certifications, and achievements and awards. Now, let's talk about each section step by step. The first is your contact information, which should be at the top of your resume. Include your full name, phone number, email address, LinkedIn profile, GitHub, and location. You can also mention your portfolio or Behance if you are into graphic design, UI UX, web design, photography, and other visual arts. By including a portfolio or Behance link, you provide employers with a comprehensive view of your capabilities, making a powerful case for why you should be considered for the role. Make sure everything is up to date and professional. Next is the professional summary. For both freshers and experienced professionals, writing a professional summary rather than a career objective would grab the recruiter's attention. Keep this section brief and relevant to the job you're applying for. For freshers, use industry-specific keywords and emphasize your key strengths. Keep in mind that this section holds the utmost importance on your CV and should be written in a professional manner. The third section is the key skills section. List down your skills relevant to the job, including both technical and soft skills, using keywords from the job description. For example, someone seeking a software development position could include technical skills like programming languages, for example, Python, Java, C++, database management like SQL, version control system like Git, web development frameworks, for example, Django and React, and software testing methodologies. For soft skills, problem solving, attention to detail, collaboration, time management, and critical thinking would be valuable to mention. Your fourth section is your work experience. This section is crucial. Start by listing your jobs in reverse chronological order. Listing your previous jobs in reverse chronological order means you should start with your most recent job and then list each preceding job in order of most recent to oldest. This format lets potential employers see your most recent experience first, which is typically the most relevant to your current job search, including the company name, job title, dates of employment, and key responsibilities and achievements. Avoid simply listing responsibilities. Instead, showcase how you have performed in your previous roles. For example, created marketing strategies that increased lead generation by 25% and boosted sales by 15% in 6 months. This provides a clear overview of your achievements and responsibilities. For freshers, replace the work experience section with internships. List your role, the company name, the duration, and how experience helped you learn in that field. Use numbers to show your achievements if you can. For your project section of a resume, you should include the project title, your role, the company or organization where the project was completed, the duration, a brief description of the project's objectives and scope, your specific task and contributions, any significant outcomes or metrics demonstrating the project's success, and the key skills or tools you used. In the education section, list your highest degree first, followed by the school name and graduation dates. If you have certifications, achievements, or awards, make separate sections for them and keep the description short. If you're working on a certification, write pursuing to show you are still learning. For projects, include where they came from, how long they took, and a brief description of what you learned. Before we end this video, here are some quick formatting tips to remember. Number 1. Use a clean and easy to read font. Stick to a professional color scheme and keep your resume one page if you are a fresher. Number 2. Quantify your bullets. For example, instead of saying improved sales, you could say improved sales by 20% over 6 months. Quantifying your accomplishments gives a clearer picture of your contributions and effectiveness. Number 3. Make sure the length of your bullet is appropriate according to industry standards. Number 4. If, for example, you have used the word utilized multiple times in your resume, to make your resume more impactful, try using a different verb. You can consider using employed, applied, exercised, or deployed. Number 5. Learn more about action verbs. Make sure you have used an action verb to start your bullet. Number 6. Bold text in bullet. This ensures it's highlighting the key information. Lastly, always save your resume as a PDF to preserve formatting. Here are a few popular options that offer resume score checker services, each with its own strengths and weakness. Ultimately, the best website for a resume score checker depends on your specific needs and preferences. And there you have it, a complete guide to crafting an ATS-friendly resume. Thank you for watching this video and we'll see you next time.